Drink your fill of blood. The sentence slithers off her tongue like a lover's dare. But the man on the receiving end is fresh out of ears. He's all head, no body, and the cup she's offering is a swollen wineskin, slopping human red. Crown still on, eyes still wide, the late Cyrus the Great is about to learn that even immortals drown. What you just witnessed, that's how the world's most powerful empire met its match. Not through politics, not through armies, but through one pissed-off mom with a very specific idea of justice.
Stick around, because this story gets bloody. And if you love watching unstoppable forces meet immovable objects, you're about to witness history's most savage reality check. Let's set the mood. Dawn is a razor across the steppe. Wind howls like gossip. Smoke coils from campfires that will never burn again. And somewhere, a wolf is laughing because dinner just got served on horseback. This is the after-party of the battle that never should have happened, except one emperor couldn't take no for an answer. Rewind the tape. 6th century BC. The Persian Empire is a nightclub that never closes. Everyone's inside, the music is conquest, and Cyrus is the bouncer who stamps your forehead with golden eagles whether you like it or not. Babylon, downed in a weekend. Lydia, swiped left and annexed. Here's the thing about Cyrus. He wasn't just building an empire, he was creating the template for every superpower that followed. His military machine was so efficient, it made Rome look like amateur hour. But success breeds arrogance, and his to-do list is a scroll longer than CVS receipts, with the last unchecked box labeled Massagetae. These weren't your average nomads. They don't do empires. They do freedom, fermented mare's milk, and archery so accurate their arrows have their own ego. And if you think that sounds like a recipe for disaster, you haven't met their queen. Enter Tomyris. Call her queen, call her widow, call her the walking definition of don't poke the bear. She rules not because daddy left her a throne, but because she can put 3 arrows through a silver coin at full gallop and still have time to braid her hair. Her people tattoo kill counts on their forearms like stock portfolios. Their national anthem is the whistle of shafts in flight. And their favorite pastime is reminding neighboring kings that borders are imaginary lines you die on. This is a woman who turned grief into a weapon so sharp it cut through history itself. Cyrus, smooth-talking overlord that he is, slides into her DMs with a marriage proposal. Translation: "Hey babe, let's merge assets. You bring the horses, I'll bring the bureaucracy." Tomyris reads it, snorts so loud the messenger's balls retract into his lungs, and fires a reply arrow that parts the guy's hairline like Moses parting the Red Sea. Message received, not interested. And here's where most smart kings would have backed off. But Cyrus had never heard the word no without a sword backing it up. Rejection noted. Cyrus switches to plan B for bloodbath. He musters the Persian monster, 300,000 boots, bronze scales shimmering like a disco ball of doom, supply trains so long they cast their own weather. The steppe doesn't flinch. Tomyris licks her blade, tastes iron, and smiles like prom night. But Cyrus isn't just muscle, he's got soap opera levels of petty. He stages a fake retreat so dramatic, even the horses deserve Oscars. Behind him, he leaves silk pavilions, golden goblets, and wine, sweet, syrupy wine, the kind that makes your brain forget where it parked. If you're thinking this sounds like the world's most expensive mousetrap, congratulations, you're smarter than an empire. The Massagetae have never seen grape juice this strong. Their usual nightcap is fermented mare's milk that doubles as paint stripper. 1 swig, and they're dancing on tables. 2 swigs, and the tables are on fire. 3 swigs, and Cyrus swoops back like a tax collector with abandonment issues. The massacre is surgical. Warriors who could thread an arrow through a hummingbird's left eye while drunk suddenly can't find their own feet. Sparga pieces, Tomyris's pride, her baby boy, her heir apparent, gets trussed up like prize livestock. Cyrus thinks he's holding leverage. He's actually holding a lit match over a powder keg labeled "Mummy Issues." Back on the ridge, Tomyris hears the news. The world drops into vacuum. No wind, no heartbeat, just the sound of a soul snapping like dry tundra. Then the scream. Not a woman's wail, a tectonic roar that makes the sky itself flinch. She slices her palm, smears the blood across her cheekbones like war paint, and kneels in the dirt. "By the sun that watches us," she says, voice low enough to curdle stone, "I will give you oceans of yours." And if you think a grieving mother is dangerous, wait until you see what happens when she's also a queen with an army. Cue the drumbeat. Every rider within galloping distance answers the call. No banners, no motivational speeches, just the quiet click of arrows knocking and the scent of wolves drifting in from the dark. Tomyris doesn't need to inspire. She needs to restrain. Fast forward to the morning that rewrites the syllabus. Persian phalanx stands like a bronze hedgehog, shields locked, spears bristling, egos inflated to Hindenburg levels. Cyrus rides the line in gold armor so shiny it could blind satellites. He's confident, he's cocky. He's about to learn that steppe cavalry doesn't do formations, it does jazz, fast, loose, and lethal. Tomyris's first wave doesn't attack, it seduces. They gallop in, shoot, peel away before shields even register the insult. Persian arrows answer, but hit only grass and regret. Second wave hits the flanks like circular saws. Third wave torches the baggage train, because nothing ruins morale like watching your lunch explode into artisanal barbecue.
Cyrus pivots, rallies, tries to reform the line. Then he sees her, Tomyris, riding straight at him, hair whipping like war banners, blade already tasting air. He spurs forward. 2 monarchs, 1 collision course. Their horses slam together with a sound like planets kissing on a dare. Steel flashes. Cyrus lands a cut across her cheek, first blood. Tomyris answers by driving her sword under his breastplate, twisting until she feels spine tap metal. The Emperor's eyes widen. Surprise, not fear. For the first time, he realizes empires don't die with dignity. They just die. Persian morale detonates. Veterans who held lines across 3 continents break and sprint like freshmen caught in the senior hallway. The Massagetae ride them down until the river chokes on bodies and the fish file a class-action lawsuit. Tomyris walks the field calm as Sunday brunch, stepping over Persian dead like cigarette butts. She finds Cyrus's corpse, lifts the head by its royal hair, and carries it to a wineskin bloated with battlefield blood, thick, metallic, still steaming. She plunges the head inside, corks it, sets it upright like a macabre centerpiece, and leans close enough to whisper sweet nothings. "You wanted blood. Now drink forever." Snap. Send. The universe just got a new postcard. News rips across the ancient internet. Heralds, merchants, drunk poets in every tavern from Memphis to Miletus. In Babylon, priests cancel the morning hymns. In Lydia, coins get minted with Tomyris's face mid-snarl. Herodotus scribbles so fast his reed snaps. Renaissance painters will spend centuries trying to capture the perfect splash of crimson on silk while keeping it PG-13.
This wasn't just a battle, it was a statement that echoed through every throne room from Spain to India. Mess with someone's children, and empires become footnotes. Here's the takeaway: serve no chaser, conquer land, gold, cities, whatever. But the moment you take someone's child, you stop being a king and become homework for a woman with nothing left to lose. Tomyris didn't just kill Cyrus, she killed the myth of Persian invincibility and proved that sometimes the unstoppable force isn't an army, it's a mother's rage. Fast forward again. Historians argue numbers, dates, exaggeration. Doesn't matter. The story sticks because it scratches an itch deep in the human spine. Never, ever corner a mother. Empires are sandcastles. Legends are carved from bone. If you're still riding the high of watching a queen turn the tables on an empire, smash that like button and subscribe for more historical figures who made empires cry. Drop in the comments the name of the next so-called unstoppable force you'd love to see humbled by someone they never saw coming. Bring a big cup. The pour isn't over, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.